Come in. Come on over. Come to the Digital Foyer.
Come hither.
Mass is ended, and here you are running towards us. How close are you going to get? I'm so worried for you. So glad you can join us for Mass. So glad you're still with us here on the Digital Foyer. I'm Matt Vaughn, the Communications Coordinator here at St. Benedict Parish, which is where we're streaming Mass from right now. Also from St. Benedict Parish, Father Simon Lobo, celebrant, homilist.
Hello, hello, hello. Great to see you.
Giver to Jesus of things, right? I don't know the right way to say that, but yeah.
Surrender to Jesus,
Surrenderer.
my King. Yes.
Father Simon Lobo, surrenderer.
Yes, surrenderer.
Surrenderer. And the special, so you talked about a special guest, the Digital Foyer,
Yes.
and we have a very special guest, the Digital Foyer. He's looking around. It's Peter Sal, everybody.
Who's the special guest?
The Sala.
You're looking for someone more special. That's
that
good.
doesn't sound right.
Right, because
I
you don't want to
think
say
so.
you're the special guest and have somebody more special come to you at the table and you have to go sit back. I think that's from the Bible, talking about special guests, right?
Sure.
One of Jesus' parables about being special guests on digital platforms.
Now, who is Peter?
I'd love to tell you about Peter. You're the audiovisual coordinator here at the parish,
I
right?
am. I'm the audiovisual coordinator here, and I'm usually up there.
Usually up
which is
there, there we
pretty
go.
much where I belong.
So if things go haywire right now,
So if things
You're gonna
break
have to-
right now,
yeah.
I think I might get a raise because it just proves how important I am.
it's clear the problem, and your boss is right here, so it's all good.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
it goes the other way, and they say, "What happened?"
Right. It's like, yeah, maybe it's more like, did you leave someone right in charge? That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That
but
whole
I mean,
thing.
if you can hear me right now, then we're probably good at this point.
Yeah, exactly. We're already winning there. Question,
Well, one of the
yeah.
things I just say that's so awesome about Peter, and he is an amazing leader. He's so, I mean, over the last 10 months, we would not have made it without this guy leading so much transition week after week, improving, growing, learning how to do this better without Peter at the helm, and so much support from Divine Renovation as well. But yeah, without this guy, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So grateful for him, and he's a great leader in that he's raised up other people. So he can literally be on the show, on the foyer,
Right.
and not doing
Maybe.
anything, but there's other people pulling the levers and doing all that needs to have, pushing buttons and flicking switches.
How many levers are there
and-
to be pulled during this whole process?
Like 16?
Okay, special levers. I guess you're gonna maybe fade between things. I could see there being levers. That would make sense to me.
If you can imagine, if you've ever heard someone come on, Father Alex, for example, didn't have his microphone on 2 weeks ago, and we're up there like fiddling around and which one's it supposed to be and where's his backup, and it can get pretty exciting. So the longer it takes us, the harder the problem is.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That happens. You know, all those anytime people in the stream are like, "What happened to Mass to the stream? What's going on?" Peter's taking care of it, making it happen, fixing it for us, which is great. Yeah, I hope you're okay with getting complimented a lot because you got a lot of compliments just now.
I get way too many compliments.
Okay.
And I have to say, we can't give enough credit to Divine Renovation. We would not be anywhere near where we are without their support. And it's just a great partnership. And
Yeah.
Our friends at Divine Renovation, love you guys
Yeah.
more than I could ever express.
You know who I especially love is I can't remember the name of the guy. He's like he usually does the camera thing. He's got kind of reddish hair.
Yeah. Starts with
What
an
is his
N.
name? I cannot think of who it is.
Nick?
Oh, is this
Nathan.
it's
Nathan.
Nathan's back.
I see his
Nathan's
name tag
back.
there.
I actually,
It's
Nathan's
okay.
on the other side of the camera right now, but this guy, he's the best. I have so much confidence when he's behind the camera. I mean,
So do I.
everybody, but it's like he can read my mind. He knew that I was like, okay, I'm gonna pray pretty soon. Let's bring in the music. And he like knew Anyways, mind meld.
You know what I
You're the
noticed?
best, Nathan.
I noticed this during Mass today because I was texting with a friend about how great Nathan is, seriously. And I noticed he was talking about, oh, he's so good, he has all these subtle movements. And when you were going to run a slide where it was going to have some text on the lower third, he pulled back a little bit to get a wider shot.
No.
That's, I mean, awards for cinematography for live stream, I mean, that's pretty special.
Oscars. We should have live
Yeah.
stream Oscars.
But you know who else deserves a special shout out today? A wonderful, Monica. You know why? You know why? So Peter's here. I want to see, Nathan, can we get a shot of what Peter's wearing here? He looks
Not
great,
bad.
right? So before Mass today,
Look this way.
No.
So before Mass today, I asked Peter, hey, do you want to get the Digital Foyer with us? He said, sure. He wasn't wearing that. He had clothes on. He was totally fine for a guy who was off camera. And then he shows up, and he's got a smart sweater on. He's got the button-up shirt. He's looking great.
So let's just be clear.
Yeah.
Look at those shoes as well.
yeah,
Look at those
absolutely.
shoes. Velvet
Yeah.
navy blue.
Ooh,
That's,
baby.
that's
Let's
amazing.
be clear. I'm an engineer, and I'm a tech guy, and I have a newborn son at home, so I don't get a lot of sleep. So coming in Sunday morning, I don't put a lot of thought into any of this. My
Right.
beautiful wife, Monica, As soon as I sent a random message that said, "Oh, I think I'm going to be on the Digital Foyer later," she's like, "And what are you wearing?"
She laid out the wardrobe for you.
Yeah, if I had time, I probably would have gotten a haircut before this too.
Oh, there you go. Monica didn't send over anybody with clippers. That's maybe her
No.
next option there. Hi, Monica. Thank you for this. We love Peter's so easy on the eyes.
Very well supported.
Anyway.
She's the looker in the family.
Oh, it's so good. Already seeing some respect for the shoes on there, which is great. Of course, any Sunday where Father Alex isn't here, the question is always, where's Father Alex? So that is one of the first questions we got in the Digital Foyer.
Oh, really?
Can you, without blowing up his spot, where's Father Alex? He's not here, I guess, is the
Nobody
easiest
knows.
thing.
Nobody knows.
No missing persons report form or anything like that?
That's what I've been asking myself. He and Isaac are away at an undisclosed location, taking a little retreat time just for a few days, and so you will see them back next week, guaranteed.
Now, on behalf of Father Alex, though, I have to ask, what's with the dad joke?
Oh,
man.
yeah, very dad joke there with the whale in there.
Whale
yeah.
of a story.
Kind of telegraphed to Jonah a little bit there.
That guy, come on. That guy, his humor, like, he will regularly insert dad jokes into his homilies.
Right.
And I just shake my head, but somehow he can pull it off. So
Right.
I will give it to him. He's a spiritual dad, and we do love him.
Are they father jokes when it's a priest saying them, technically? That would make sense to me.
I guess
the
so,
title,
maybe.
maybe.
Spiritual dad?
Spiritual dad jokes.
Yeah.
That's something more like dad jokes for. Anyway, Bible puns, things like that. Okay, so a couple things. So one thing we talked about last week, which we want to talk about again, is live stream. So we're going to continue to live stream our masses, for sure. It's going to be great, but we're not going to keep doing it on the live stream platform, which means if you're watching at livestream.com/St. Benedict Parish, we're going to be closing that down within the next week or so, or we're moving to another platform. What you can do in the meantime is join us at stbenedict.ca, because we'll have the link there. You can join us on YouTube, youtube.com/StBP, facebook.com/StBP. So yeah, we're going to be changing that up. Actually, I'll ask Peter, since you're the live stream king, as I like to call you behind your back, what is the reasoning behind we're moving to a new platform? What are we doing there?
So we're all about engagement, and we want to make our masses as easy to engage in as possible. And we do find that you can do that with Facebook and YouTube, but truthfully, live stream has a lot of limitations. There's only so much we could do with it. And we're just trying to reallocate our resources, and I think we're going to be trying out a new platform in the next few weeks. Probably more to come about that.
Yeah.
But if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, just keep doing that. But yeah, I would say stbenedict.ca is always the spot to go. Matt's all over the website. Updates, video feeds, whatever you need is there. And yeah, so if you're on livestream.com right now, don't bookmark it anymore.
Right. Change it up.
Unbookmark.
Yeah,
exactly.
please.
I'm seeing some, because of, we've said that Father Alex is at undisclosed location, some people are guessing. I've seen people say McDonald's maybe. Some people are saying because you're not with them, there's no backseat driver, so he's missing, kind of like he's wherever he is
he
there.
got lost.
So
Very
anyway,
likely.
Father Alex, if you can hear our voice right now, just let us know you're okay. Say that so sincerely. He's fine. I know he's fine. He's good. I'll text him after. He'll be okay. I'm sure he's fine. We talked a little bit about Alpha as well, so I want to encourage people to try it out. So Tuesday's booked up, is that right?
Tuesday
is
booked
full.
up, from what I understand, but there's always room. It's kind of like dessert, right? There's always room for dessert. So we are full, but don't let that stop you from signing up or signing somebody else up or inviting them to sign up themselves if you don't want to force their hand. But yeah, Wednesday there's still space for sure, and we could even make Tuesday work if that works better in your schedule. So please sign up. It just shows that there's such an interest, there's such a hunger, especially as we're limited by this pandemic. People are yearning to connect and to explore the meaning of life and to understand the faith more. And so we're so excited about that response.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're on the fence about trying Alpha, I just want to encourage you, try for the first week, second week, third week, just give it a little shot, right? Like there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, it's early January, trying new things out. Give it a shot. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? I mean, truly. What's the worst thing that can happen?
From home now.
From home, yeah,
You can go on
exactly.
Alpha with your coffee in your hand and, I don't know, like a bag of chips. And
Yeah. You can dress like you were before the Digital
you
Foyer
totally
started.
can, and just check it out. And what's the worst that'll happen? You'll decide partway through, or that's not for me, and what did you lose?
Yeah.
So yeah, try it out.
Yeah, lots of different options there. Lots of good things. And yeah, so anyway, try Alpha. Father Alex, you're Father Simon. I know that. I'm just worried about the guy, okay? I'm thinking about it. So I was going to ask about Ash Wednesday. I know we have a
Yes.
little bit of time before
We
it all
do.
happens here, but we're doing Ashes a little bit differently this year because of COVID-19.
That is correct.
Can you enlighten that a little bit?
Yeah, so we got some direction from the Archdiocese on how to do this because we want to avoid physical contact. And so one thing for sure we're going to do is we're going to have a few masses on Ash Wednesday. We realize we're limited, right? Right now we're limited to 100 people in person. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll try to offer at least a few masses. But for the distribution of ashes, we're going to actually sprinkle ashes on the head. So on the top of a person's head.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it was on the forehead. I thought we were going to do a little bit of this or something,
Well,
right?
I guess just to sprinkle the ashes. So I mean, we can make
like pixie dust or something.
It could be like in Nineveh, the king of Nineveh. We can make people sit in ashes. We could just like in all the pews, like just have ashes and make everybody sit in ashes. That's another option.
That could work.
But I was afraid the forehead. We might end up sprinkling ashes into people's eye and then into their mouth and stuff like that.
So maybe this. Like honestly, this might actually be like a good sprinkle and do this.
If you bring
thing.
a golf visor, that's going to help as well. So everybody for Ash Wednesday, bring your own.
Everybody's wearing Under Armour visors. 2001. I love that idea.
But we're going to get ashes on you somehow without actually touching you.
Right.
Maybe we could have like an ash shooter or something. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
But there will be some form of ash. So get your ash to church.
Oh boy,
if
there
you
it
can.
is.
Or watch us online. We're gonna.
I honestly think that counts as a dad joke.
That's
By the way. I'm just going to say that's fully a
oh.
dad joke. 100%.
That's the second
The
face
spirit
palm
of
joke
Father
the day.
Alex lives on.
He lives on. Okay, so that really makes us question about his whereabouts. His spirit lives on. So one of the things we do in the Digital Foyer, to cap it all off, is we often have, our priest will wear funny socks. Now, I got to ask this before we do this. Father Simon, he seems ready. He's ready to go here. Peter, is there any chance Monica brought you funny socks?
So here's the thing. Obviously, I got a full wardrobe change,
Right.
top to bottom.
Yeah.
You'll know when you see my sock that I'm
Sock.
pretty boring.
Okay.
Again, engineer, tech guy, but I'm going to say mine's philosophical.
Okay, well, why don't
So I'll explain it.
Let's start with yours then. I'd love to
Okay,
see that since we're going.
So, mine's just thinking about, life can be really gray and murky, and you're not always sure where you should be, what you should be doing. But then at the top is that little band of white, which is Jesus that you really want to try to find. And then just stay in there. So that's what we have.
Right.
That is, oh man.
There we go. A story behind it. It's great. So
Yeah.
everybody who has
That's
gray
great.
socks, you can think about
We
that.
should
and how it
definitely
fits in.
bring this guy back on the Digital Foyer.
I like that. That works.
All I got,
Even if we know where Father
all
Alex
I
is,
got,
we got.
I think you unveiled some Sega socks recently, Matt.
Hey, there
but
they
I
are.
too.
Whoa.
I also got some Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, just in honor of some great peeps in Cape Breton, Port Hood, Cape Breton.
There we go.
There you go.
I wonder if you can get chili dogs in Port Hood. That's a favorite of Sonic. Maybe from the cartoons. I don't know if it's in the games or not. But
Okay.
yeah. Anyway,
I will
so feel
find
free,
out.
everybody out there and who's watching, vote on the socks. Do you like the gray socks with the heavenly message? Do you like the Sonic socks from Port Hood? Let us know. Until then, we'll see you next week. But first, SVB Kids Online Church with Laura, take it away.